call 781-837-4900. We love to talk real estate. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and wherever you like to listen to podcasts at Talk Real Estate Roundtable. If you would like a one-on-one consultation with me and my team to discuss your real estate needs, you can connect with me at bostonconnect.com or 781-826-8000. Now, sit back, relax, take good notes, and let's talk real estate.
And hello to all my South Shore neighbors. You are listening to Talk Real Estate Roundtable. My name is Melissa Wallace, and I am joined by the one and only Kristen Howlett tonight.
Hello.
I don't really like having you on just once a month. I'm going to say it.
Do you want me to come on twice a month?
I kind of, because you used to be like, we had a streak going on.
You're busy now. You have so many people who want to do the show.
I know.
Which was your dream, and now,
I know. And don't get me wrong. I love that I've been having other agents and my loan officer on, but I miss the whole Melissa and Kristen show.
Well, I'll come up with a couple of Tuesdays that we can.
Yeah. And, if you're feeling adventurous, you can do Saturday, too. Saturday, 8 a.m.
I should do one. We can go for a nice walk afterwards.
Yeah. Okay. I love that. Right. We are live on Facebook, so be sure to follow Boston Connect Real Estate. We are, this is your sort of segment, but of course I want to give you a minute to introduce yourself to all of our listeners. You've been on our show a million times, but just in case.
I need to stand up.
I feel like you do because you're sort of far away from the microphone, but anyways, you have been on my show a million times, but I want to give you the opportunity to reintroduce yourselves to all of our listeners, and maybe there's somebody who's listening for the first time. So who are you, Kristen?
My name is Kristen Howlett, and I am a full-time realtor at Boston Connect Real Estate, 19 Massachusetts Street in Pembroke, Mass. 02359. I am a seller's agent. I specialize in sellers and buyers, and particularly first-time home buyers. And I'm a little giddy right now because I just got good news about one of my buyers.
Mm-hmm. I know. That's great. I love that.
We had an appraisal that we were a little worried about because throughout the whole real estate buying selling process, there are little milestones, and you have to kind of get through all of them. There's that meme that shows, what was that show that it was like an adventure show, and the people had to they had to jump on the thing, and then they had to it moved, and they had to grab a rope, and you know what I'm talking about?
It's like a
and as they're trying to grab the rope, things are hitting them in the head, and they're trying to manage it.
Isn't it like the greatest
America's Ninja Warrior.
Ninja Warrior. Yeah. Okay, there we go.
We got being a real estate agent is kind of like being an American Ninja Warrior. Because every time you're like, yeah, this is great. Boom. Hit in the head.
Hit in the head. But that's great. You got great news today, and I'm sure your buyer is really happy about that. Getting into a house with already has some equity in it, so that's good.
Yep. And we're a little nervous about we had some challenges, but you know what? God was on our side with this. I manifested it.
You manifested.
I've been very preoccupied, but it's all good.
I saw a like a spirit person or whatever they're called in Salem, and they told me that I'm good at manifesting, and I have to manifest my house. The guy knew I was buying a house. So, all right. So this is sort of like your segment. We have a caller calling soon. One of our agents is going to be calling in to promote her listing. But this is sort of like your little baby. So I am going to let you sort of take the reins tonight because this was your idea. Like you want to come on once a month and promote a town on the South Shore, South Coast, somewhere in Massachusetts that, just sort of highlights the best of living down here and living south of Boston.
And this month, we chose Hanover.
Yeah. So last month we did Bridgewater, and we did Bridgewater because you live in Bridgewater. You raised your family in Bridgewater. I went to Bridgewater State, so there were some things that we were both able to contribute to that. But we got a lot of great feedback from that show about just highlighting. We talk about selling real estate all the time. We talk about, selling houses and helping, buyers buy houses, but we need to highlight the towns
because that's ultimately the reason why you're buying, right? You probably have maybe a couple of towns in your mind that you want to, kind of hone in on.
Yeah.
And,
Hanover's a great town.
I'm going to say something. Hanover is one of the towns when we first started looking that was not on my radar, and now I wish it was.
It's on my radar. So everybody knows that I'm in the market for purchasing a home, and I'm primarily looking in Plymouth County, and that's really only because of my commute to work. So I'm very spoiled right now. I live and work on the same street. Mm-hmm. So my commute to work, I always tell people it's about 3 minutes, 5 if the geese are crossing right at Lindy's.
Or what about all that road work? That was
the
happening?
road work, yeah, I know. I couldn't believe it when I had to go all the way around. I know we have a caller, but I had to go all the way around, and that added like another 5 minutes to my commute.
The ring is throwing me off. I'm not used to that.
Oh, don't be thrown off. Don't be thrown off. But yeah, Hanover is one of the towns that I'm looking for. So if you have something, if you have a 2 or 3 bedroom ranch that you'd like to sell me, I'd be happy to buy it.
I was going to say, if someone hadn't tuned in in September when we did Bridgewater, this is kind of just going to be a fun segment. We're going to try to do it once a month.
Yeah.
We're going to highlight local communities. I kept saying, think Zip Trip, Fox 25 Zip Trip.
I know we still haven't really come up with sort of like the name of like our segment. I know right now we're doing like South Shore Spotlight or Town Spotlight or something, South Shore Spotlight, whatever. So today we are going to be talking about Hanover, but we do have a phone call. I know we have Michelle Fay, who is a full-time realtor here at Boston Connect Real Estate, on the phone. Hello, Michelle.
Hello, ladies. How are you?
Doing well. How are you?
Good. I love this South Shore Spotlight. That's a great name.
Oh, yeah. See? I had originally said it, and Kristen did not like it a month ago. She was like, no. She immediately shut it down.
Owen came up with a couple, and...
Yeah. I don't remember what he came up with, but we have a whole list, but we just haven't, we've been busy with real estate, so we haven't really come up with the idea or the name of the idea. But anyways, but you are calling because you have a brand new listing coming on, correct?
I do, yes. It's going to be live tomorrow, and it's in Easton, 876 Washington Street, Southeastern, excuse me. It's a tri-level colonial home, which there's a few on that street, and it's kind of neat. It has a basement, a first level, and then a second level, and then it goes up to the third where all the bedrooms are. And 2-car garage. So it has all the essential upgrades. You won't have to do anything as far as there's a brand new 4-bedroom septic system that was installed in 2022, brand new high-efficiency gas heating system and a water heater, both upgraded in 23, and a nice fenced-in backyard with a storage shed. It's conveniently located between Rhode Island, Providence, Rhode Island, and Boston, super close to the highway, and it's a great location. It's also in a business area too. So if you have a small business that you want to work out of the home, it's got a separate entrance. So there's lots of possibilities with this house.
Right. Yeah. Perfect.
I love everything that you just said. I wish. So it's going on the market tomorrow, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Everybody who's listening, be sure to follow Boston Connect Real Estate on Facebook and on Instagram, because you sent me the photos today, so I was able to look at it. It looks great. Crap, I'd buy it. but so you're going to be going on tomorrow. We'll be sure to promote it as a company, but also you're going to be doing an open house this weekend.
Yes, I'm going to do a commuter open house on Friday from 4 to 6, and then I'll be both days Saturdays 11 to 1, and then Sunday 10 to 12.
11 to 1 and 10 to 12. And I'm sorry, what did you say for Friday?
Friday 4 to 6.
4 to 6. Okay. And can you give that address one more time for all of our listeners?
It's 876 Washington Street in Southeastern, and it's being listed at $589.
Oh, I just looked at it, and you know what? It's right near Ultimate Pizza.
Do you like Ultimate Pizza?
Ultimate Pizza is really good.
Oh, I've never had it.
Yep, it's really good.
Well, maybe when we do Easton, you can come on and help promote Easton. How about that, Michelle?
Yeah.
That sounds awesome. Hey, we have Stonehill College nearby and Borderland State Park, so there's lots of great amenities
Stoneford
nearby.
Restaurant.
Yeah, and Stonebridge Homes is in Southeaston, so we can highlight Stonebridge Homes as well. So that's good. Yeah,
Awesome.
maybe Easton should be our next one, Southeaston. Perfect, Michelle. How can everybody get in touch with you if they want to see your new listing?
They can reach me at 339-788-1548.
Can you give that number one more time for our listeners?
339-788-1548.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much,
thank you
Michelle.
very much.
Yeah, good luck. I can't wait to see that one when it goes live tomorrow.
All right, awesome. Thank you all. Enjoy listening to your show.
Okay. Bye, Michelle.
Bye.
That was Michelle Fay, full-time realtor here at Boston Connect Real Estate. She has a great new listing. I saw the photos today. She sent them to me because everybody knows I do all the marketing for Boston Connect Real Estate. So I will be promoting that tomorrow. And yeah, it's a great listing. It looks really nice.
Good. I'm
so
excited.
she's gonna have a lot of great activity on that this
Nice.
weekend. Yeah, so back to Hanover. So we chose Hanover. Why did we even choose Hanover? Because we love it.
We do love
Hanover.
it, yeah.
We love. There's just so much going on in Hanover right now. Maybe that's the reason why.
Right. I had to go pick up sneakers for Ava at the Dick's in Hanover. Why are you laughing at me?
Because I've never heard anybody say that. I'm sorry.
What?
Never mind.
I had to go pick up Ava's sneakers.
Okay. Nice.
Dick's in Hanover.
Okay.
Going in, I can't believe how much construction is done.
Yeah. Well, so it has been. So everybody knows that Hanover used to have the Hanover Mall. I don't even remember really what it was called.
Hanover Mall.
I
That's
just
exactly
called
what
it
it was
Hanover Mall.
called.
Well, you know how like Independence Mall,
No,
Regal.
it was the Hanover Mall.
Yeah, the Hanover Mall. So I'm always going to call it the Hanover Mall. I know it's something else.
Is it Hanover Commons?
I don't know.
I think it
Crossing
is.
or something. I don't know. Maybe that's the other one. I don't know. We'll get to it though. But yeah, a lot. I feel like I'm there almost every other day, you know, because now they have all the. It's like outdoor shopping. They have apartments. They
Hanover
have
Crossing.
Hanover Crossing, yeah. And it was very much under construction, all on the street too. But now it's all smooth. It's all
Yeah, it
paved.
looks
It's
so
all
good.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, it's so good.
Because we have been known to frequent Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A. Yeah, sometimes when we need a break, I get kidnapped and we go to Chick-fil-A. We haven't done that in a while.
Yep.
And we sit in the
and I
parking
got
lot
you.
and have
I
dinner.
got you hooked on the grilled nuggets, which are
the
very
grilled
good.
Yeah, we've gotten the grilled nuggets for our salads.
Yep.
So they have a Chick-fil-A there. Yeah, but across the street, they get Jersey Mike's. So I'm telling you, that Jersey Mike's is really good.
Really?
Yeah, we go out of our way to go to that Jersey Mike's.
Good to know.
Yeah,
How's their tuna subs?
I don't eat their tuna. I can't have mayonnaise.
All right, that's right.
Yeah,
That's
so I get the club sub. It's pretty good. It's good. And then I've gotten my nails done next door and everything. So yeah, I love Hanover. But I recently went to the Hanover movie theater there. I saw Oppenheimer there. Brand new. I like it. It's got a full bar in there.
We always used to go to the Hanover Mall for the movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like overly done. Like it's not huge. It's not like the Randolph movie theater where it's like 3 levels and it's so crazy and wild. Like this one, it's like little, but like it's perfect. Like each theater is like a perfect size in my opinion, because I like to go to the movies. I'm a very frequent flyer to the movies. I'm particular when I like to get a popcorn, a fountain soda, and usually a candy. But now this one's got a full bar, and I'm like, oh.
Get a drink too.
No, I haven't. But, you know, some people do.
Well, okay, let's get back to Hanover here.
Well, that is in Hanover.
So we're going to talk about the history of Hanover. Give a little history lesson.
Yeah, okay. Teach me something about Hanover.
So the area of Hanover was first inhabited by the local Wampanoag and Massachusetts people before Europeans had settled. And according to local history, there were a few documented sites within the modern-day border of Hanover, one being in Assinippie,
Yep.
one in Pine Island Swamp, and the last being at Factory Pond, also known as Drinkwater Swamp.
Oh.
In the middle of the 17th centuries, the indigenous inhabitants were removed by force as waves of people from the British Isles started to migrate towards North America.
Oh.
And European settlement began when the land was settled by English settlers from Scituate, Massachusetts, In 1649, when William Barstow, a farmer, built a bridge along the North River at what is now Washington Street. He constructed a cabin that was located off of what is known today as Oakland Avenue. And then we have a little bit more history. Oh, we have a fun fact. Julia gave us a
What's
fun
the fun
fact.
Oh.
The ship named Grand Turk was built in Thomas Barstow's Two Oaks shipyard in Hanover along the North River. The ship was used by Elias Haskett Derby and was later adopted as the logo for Old Spice.
Oh,
Julia, that was a good one.
I like the name Elias.
I'm not going to lie that I know it's I like the name Nathan too.
Derby. If I had a dog, like a wiener dog, I might name it Derby. I know Alyssa McNamara has a wiener dog named Trot, and I love that.
Oh, Trot. I'm not going to lie. As I'm reading this, I was like, Julia, this is really not a fun fact. But then the fact that it was the logo.
Really
But I love that.
God. Yeah, but the Old Spice came in and made it fun.
Like totally turned the ship around. Hanover's early industry revolved around farming, mills, anchor forging, and several shipbuilding yards along the North River.
Yeah. The oldest building in Hanover with the best documentation to support it is the Daniel Turner House, built in the year 1693.
That is amazing.
Interesting. So obviously, Hanover is in Plymouth County. Population is just about 15,000. It was founded in 1727. It's about 15 and a half square miles. And I didn't know this. There are 6 separate villages settled within the town. North Hanover, Four Corners, West Hanover, Center Hanover, South Hanover, and Assinippie. Oh, I didn't even know this. Each village had its own school district, general store, and post office originally. Isn't there a post office inside Assinippie?
I think there is. Yeah. Yep.
I feel like
think there is.
Yeah. You know what? Here's a fun fact.
What?
So when my granddad used to drive
Your grandpop?
No, my granddad. He used to, when we would spend the night over at my grandparents' house, they lived in Scituate, and I remember when they used to take us to the Hanover Mall or to the movies, or they would take us to Starland, we would always drive past Assinippie, and I always knew that as like a landmark of, oh, we're almost there.
Yeah, I love that.
And, when you're a kid, I mean, I don't know, probably 8 years old, you don't know where things are. Like, you don't know how to get anywhere. But I always knew Assinippie was a landmark of like, oh, we're almost at Starland. Oh, we're almost at the movies.
So cute.
That's just something from my childhood.
You just had a moment.
I just had a moment. If you've ever had a moment in Hanover, you can give us a call at WATD 781-837-4900. You're laughing at me now. If you've ever driven through Hanover. We love Hanover. I wish
if you've ever been to the Hanover Mall.
If you've ever been to the Hanover Mall. Starland.
Sangs.
I asked Sharon before she left. I was like, what's your favorite thing about Hanover? And she goes, Sangs.
For sure. Brian's a big Sangs. But wait, is Sangs?
We like Kwan's.
We like Kwan's Kitchen too.
We like Kwan's Kitchen. That's across the street. There's like 3 Chinese restaurants right across from each other.
Later on the Boston Connect Instagram story page, we will post the picture of the last time we went there, and we ordered enough food for 40 people.
Yeah.
Thinking that there would be none left.
Yeah.
I mean, there would be plenty left to bring home, and there was none.
There was about nothing. It was me, you, Mary Horton, and Sharon McNamara.
4 of us.
We
ate enough for 40 people.
Yeah, and then we took about 50 photos in the parking lot because I know Mary and I just shared a scorpion bowl. But yeah, no, that was at Kwan's, and Sangs is across. So Sangs is Sharon's favorite, across the street. Yeah, but there's a lot of great restaurants in Hanover too. And like I was about to say this, I don't know if I started to say it, but Tracy Grady, who's a full-time realtor here at Boston Connect Real Estate, with her husband Jim, making up the Grady team. They live in Hanover. They built their house, I think 1999. Raised their family there, and they're aging in place. She's on the show all the time.
Sound so old.
She says it on the show.
I know.
We're aging in place because I'm
like,
like,
I want her to say that.
Well, talk to her about it.
I know. I don't like. She's too young to be aging in place.
Well, She's not selling her house.
I know she's not.
They redid their entire kitchen.
Yeah,
they
had
added a pool.
Yeah.
You know, and their children are grown and they're out.
But she just
they
seems
live
so
in like
young
a 4-bedroom colonial.
She seems so young and hip.
Well, she is young and hip.
She doesn't seem like she's aging.
Why are we arguing about this? You took it up with her. So
Tracy, you're not aging.
I know.
You're
Tracy's
unaging.
working tonight, so she. Yeah, I should have said something to her earlier because we had an office meeting here at the office. But yeah, I wish we would have gotten some fun facts from her. Well, she loves Hanover, so
yeah.
And Jim has worked in Hanover, you know, and now he's doing real estate full time. But
so
they love Hanover.
Another fan favorite when
so
they
move
first
to Hanover
opened,
for the Grady's.
Another fan favorite that we used to frequent was Previty's. When they first opened,
Yeah.
we loved
Well,
it.
I still go there, and they have Montilios inside. I use South Shore Savings Bank. It's right there.
Wait, do you say Previty's or do you say Previty's? I say Previty's.
Prevetti's. That's what I say. I say Prevetti's.
I thought you said it a little bit different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I?
And some, yeah.
I know when we were
Previty's.
giving it when they opened last year at that location, we gave away a gift card there because Sharon went in there and said, "What's the right way to say where we are?" And they said it, and now I don't remember. So somebody called into the studio and guessed, and they got it right, and they won like a $50 gift card to.
Yeah.
I call it Previty's.
Yeah. We call it Previty's.
Yeah.
But Brian grew up in Quincy with the original Previty's, so.
Yeah. And you can get sandwiches
Yeah.
there and shopping there and stuff like that.
Yeah. And their steak tips are delicious.
Yeah.
And you can get food that, like, ready-made food. You can not have to cook dinner that night.
We always went to the Weymouth location because my Nana lived in Weymouth, so we always, she would always go there. But yeah, great. Yeah. So now they have a Hanover location. Alba. I go to Alba every so often. Love sitting
Alba.
at the bar and like having a couple drinks, having an appetizer. Great place for a date. Yeah, I love it. And the service there is excellent.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like there's always a million people working there, but like they because of the great service that they give, they're able to be attentive to people.
Yeah.
So yeah, shout out to Alba. We like
Shout
Alba.
out Alba.
Shout
Alba
out to
on
Alba.
53.
Alba on 53.
Yeah, so Hanover Crossing is going to be a big eventually. I wonder when that slate. We should have known this if we were doing it. When it's slated to be done.
I think there's still a lot that is going on there.
So Julia
just
did
opened
some
an LL
research.
Bean.
Yep. So the shop so far: Sephora, LL Bean, Old Navy, Market Basket, Macy's, Trader Joe's, which was always there.
Yeah.
And Dick's is there,
Yeah.
and Panera,
Yeah.
and
Trader Joe's. Oh,
Yeah.
We love Trader Joe's.
Yeah, I wish that Trader Joe's was a little bigger.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Well, where do you like to go? Which Trader Joe's do you like
I
to
like
go to?
Foxborough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never been to the one in Foxborough, but I obviously frequent the one in Hanover, and I love it.
Yeah.
Shout out to Trader Joe's.
Trader Joe's. I know Ava really wanted to go before she went back to school, but we just never got there. And then entertainment. Oh, so you mentioned Showcase Cinema, Ryan Family Amusements, which is bowling, and up here we forgot Boston Bowl is a big.
I didn't know there was a bowling alley at the mall.
Well, Ryan Family Amusements. Am I making that up? Because the Ryan Family Amusements in Rainham used to be bowling and
Yeah, I don't know.
an arcade.
I don't know. Never seen it.
But I would imagine that Ryan Family Amusements, if they had bowling, that it would take away from
There's
Boston
got to be
Bowl.
something that's amusing there.
Yeah.
We should have looked into that one.
And then 110 Grill.
Yeah.
And Sullivan's.
Yep. So at there, we just tried a Viva, and I got the chicken piccata. It was excellent.
You did. You liked it.
I liked it. I brought the rest for lunch the next day. I like to go out to dinner. 110. I haven't been to that location, but I've been to the one in Plymouth before. Sullivan's. We actually went to Sullivan's after we saw Oppenheimer.
And what'd you get?
I just got fish and chips because it was literally like 15 minutes before, and we were like, no, and like we didn't want to stay because being in the restaurant industry, like I know like you hate people that walk in like right before you close, and I just didn't want to be that person. And they were like, no, please stay, and so like we had to stay. So we just we were like, we'll just get something that's like super fast. So we just both of us got fish and chips. So
Oh, that's nice.
yeah. So that's good.
I've
We just
only
had at the
ever
bar.
had hot dogs and onion rings at Sullivan's.
Oh, Well,
And
I love a
haven't
good
been
hot
to-
dog. I like hot dogs.
I haven't been to the Hanover one yet.
Oh, well. Yeah. And I think Mary and Sam got Chipotle from there last night.
Our social spotlight has focused all around food, but you know what?
Honestly, here's the thing about me. Like, I love to go out to dinner. Like, I'm all about experiences, and I love a good experience, like, when I'm eating. Like, that's something that brings me joy. So I'm the first person to recommend a great restaurant, and
I
I'll
think
continue
it's
to go back
important.
when I have a great service, when I eat great food. I'm all about the ambiance. I love the lighting. Sometimes I don't like to sit at the bar, but there are places like Alba. I love to sit at the bar.
Yeah, yeah.
Burton's in Hingham. I know we're talking about Hanover, but like, I love Burton's. I've never had a bad experience at Burton's. So
We went to Burton's in Andover a lot when Jake was at school too, and it's just a good you're going to get a good meal. You're going to get a good service.
Yeah.
But that's important. Even as if you're on your house hunter, you're looking for a nice community to live in. It's nice to have those options because we just listed off, like, we could probably name 20 restaurants, all from like upscale restaurants to fish and chips at Sullivan's, that you're going to get a great meal. So if it's takeout, if you want to really go out and get the experience, and you don't have to leave your town. If you live in Hanover, you do not have to leave Hanover to have a great dining experience.
I'm thinking in my head, just even going down, what is that, 53?
Mm-hmm.
Is it 53 or 58? 53.
53.
Alba on 53.
Yeah.
So 53. There's so many restaurants.
Yeah.
Like, now that everything at Hanover Crossing is open, like, there's so many restaurants. But, like, I'm just thinking, each place, I know exactly what I get because I'm a creature of habit. Like, if I like something, I just continue to get it every time. So, like, if I go to Brothers, like, I get the scrod or like the haddock because that's what I like, and it comes with rice. I really like rice, so like at Alba I get the same thing. Now when I go back to Aviva, I'll get the chicken piccata. I'm a creature of habit.
Yeah, you like what you like. There's nothing wrong with
Yeah,
that.
Quan's, I get
So-
the same exact thing.
I would imagine that as all of this commerce is coming in, it helps with the values, because Hanover has always held its value, and I feel like it's one of those towns that's super desirable. And we have a little bit of market statistics for Hanover.
Okay, let's hear it.
Right now, they only have 7 active listings.
7 active listings,
Which is, again, we keep saying this. We'll do our little plug. I mean, it is low inventory.
Yeah.
Everywhere. 21 homes are under agreement. In 2023, so far, 95 single family and condos have sold. In 2022, that number was 151.
Wow, that's sort of like that should show you.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yep.
that's what, a difference of 60.
Yep.
Almost 60
Yep.
sales.
Yeah. Crazy.
And we're mid-October.
Yep.
We don't have much time left.
Yeah. We have about 60 days left.
Yeah.
Single family homes sold in the month of September, 6.
I can't. That is insane.
So far for October, 4, and we're halfway through.
There.
Yeah, it's just crazy. And this I think it shouldn't have been surprising to me, but I was a little bit when I saw the prices. I took the top 3. So there's 1 new listing and then 2 active. The new listing it just hit today. The other one has been on for 12 days. And so the first one is 385 Hanover Street, Hanover. It is a beautiful ranch. It's on for just 1.1 million. Mm-hmm. It is 3 beds, 1 full bath, 2-car garage. It's very nice.
Yeah.
Hanover Street across from
I haven't
St.
seen
Mary's
that one.
Church.
It's not a Boston Connect real estate listing, but I have not seen that one personally, but it sounds like a good listing.
Yep. And then there's another one on Main Street, which is just under $1 million. And then there is one on Center Street in Hanover, which is on for $7.59.
I have that on my list. Yeah. And then there's 317 Broadway, which I actually went and saw with the Grady team. That is on for $1.399999.
Yep.
That's a 4-bed, 3.5 bath. We saw that in person. We had to see it. I mean, it looks like a great house, so we went there.
Yeah.
It was like something.
And I love Broadway.
Yeah.
Love
they
Broadway.
had just sold the house across the street, like a couple weeks before it came on the market. So we went and saw it, and it's great.
Ava used to do horseback riding at Black Cat Farm when she was little on Broadway.
Nice.
So we spent a lot of time. I just love that.
A nice scenic.
Yep. Beautiful.
Yeah. All right. What else? What else about Hanover?
Well, places. And then Julia did a great job, so we can talk about some things coming up, events that are happening in Hanover. So Forge Pond Park, Ludham's Ford Park, Indian Head River Trails, Melzer Hatch Wildlands Trust Trails, Morrill Phillips Sanctuary and Firehouse Loop Trails, Plain Street and Pine Island Trails. So lots of trails.
Yeah.
If you have a dog like I do, a golden doodle that likes to walk everywhere.
Yeah. I'm surprised. Oh, I had to ask Mary and Sam if they take the dogs to Hanover. I know I when it was just Dexter, I used to bring him somewhere in Hanson. But now it's Dexter and Norman.
What is it? It's Hanson is Burridge, or is it Burridge?
I forget. I don't know. I always just tell people I'm in the middle of the woods somewhere in Hanson. And they're like, what? I'm like, I have a dog with me. But now that it's two babies, I'm not bringing them out as much. But I have to ask them if they bring them anywhere in Hanover. But yeah, there's a lot going on in Hanover in the month of October and even November, because now we're in spooky season. We're in fall. So Starland Halloween Spooktacular, they're doing that on Saturday, October 28th from 11 to 7.
That's fun.
And we'll highlight our dog trot thing that we're doing too. But New England Holiday Craft Show, that is Saturday, December 2nd from 10 to 5. That's at Starland as well. I'm sure if you go to Starland's website, they must have been doing something over the weekend, because I was driving. Where was I driving on Saturday? Somewhere. I drove somewhere. I had to go through Hanover, and I was passing Starland, and there were so many cars. Like, there was just so much going on. And there's a DQ
really?
next door.
Yeah. You just read my mind, because I was just thinking about like dropping the kids off at the U, and Dairy Queen being right there. And that's like a full service Dairy Queen.
Yeah. They got like hamburgers and stuff there. You're
hungry.
Salivating. I know. I'm so hungry right now that we've talked about all the food that you can get in Hanover. I'm starving.
This was one of Julia's favorites, was this, the holiday, did we ever talk about that? The Holiday Craft Fair and Bake Sale is at the First Baptist Church of Hanover on Saturday, November 11th from 9 to 2. And then Food Truck Tuesday at Forge Pond Park every Tuesday in the summer from 4 to 7.
Usually held from early
have we
May to...
never
Why
done
have
that?
we never done that? Every
Or-
Tuesday we'd have to go before the show.
Oh.
Every Tuesday in the summer from 4 to 7. So we could go there, fill up, and come back for the show during the summer. That'll be our summer plan next year.
I know. Or, maybe we could take it on the road.
We'll take this show on the road. That's for sure.
So
we'll
that's
highlight
usually-
Hanover again next year.
It's usually held from early May to late September.
Oh, yeah, we got to do that. Hanover Day is in June, which I think that's when Hanover was founded, right? In June. Hanover Day 2023 Classic Car Show, that's in August. John Curtis Library free events offered monthly. Also, Mary and I have done the Hanover, I think it's the Hanover Turkey Trot. It's called the Hanover Turkey Trot.
Oh, yeah.
It's on Thanksgiving morning.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we've done it. We have both participated and not shown up for it, but we've donated.
Oh, you got your number, but you just didn't go.
Well, we have run in it. It's a 5K. We've done it the morning of Thanksgiving.
You should do it this year.
Yeah, no, we've signed up pretty much every year. Some years we actually get there and we do it because you have to pay ahead of time, and it's a donation. I think it goes to the Hanover public school system. And then sometimes we don't get up early enough
Because you've had too much
because
libations
we've
the
had
night
too much
before.
libations the night before. But we're
Thanksgiving
still
Eve.
donating. Thanksgiving Eve. Well, plus now, the past couple of years, like Mary and I, along with Holly, have cooked. Like we host the four of us. Plus Mary's mother and brother, come for Thanksgiving. So like we're busy, but for the first couple of years, what are you laughing about? We host ourselves. And then we go on a family walk outside. But yeah, so we haven't made it the past couple of years to the turkey trot. But maybe this year I'll ask Mary when I get home. Do you want to do the turkey trot?
Yeah.
Anyways, what else?
So the turkey trot, and then was there one more?
I don't know. I just made that up.
Hanover Day 2023 Classic Car Show.
Yeah.
And the John Curtis Library has free events offered monthly. So, yeah, there's lots to do in Hanover.
Yeah. I think, like I said, I feel like Starland does a lot for, kids, families. I know that they have a lot going on there. Now, it's different from when I was a kid. 'Cause, I remember, like I said earlier, driving past Assinippie, knowing that we were almost at Starland. And, I remember my granddad bringing us to Starland. And, they had the go-karts and they had the, miniature golf and all these things. And I know that right now Starland has
crazy.
even more.
Yeah. It's not the Starland you used to go to.
Not the Starland I used to go to.
Tell me what do you like the most about Hanover?
What do I like the most about? I feel like Hanover. I think the location is really great.
I was so mad because I'm like, why did I ask her? I should have said my part first because I knew you were going to say the same thing because we think alike.
Yeah,
I agree.
The location I feel like is just great, especially now there's just so much. If I needed to, first of all, Target is my favorite place on the planet, so I go to the Hanover Target. So I can just hit all these places. A lot of the things that I need in life are in Hanover.
Well, and it's right off the highway.
The highway.
Yeah.
You can just get off in Hanover.
Yeah.
That's what I say. Get off in Hanover.
Yeah. Just get right off Route 3. You're in a good spot. You're close to, you're not near the wall.
As a Pembroke
close
resident,
enough.
I go to Hanover a lot for the things that I need. So I go to Target. I go to frequent Old Navy too much. Now I go to LL Bean there. But Trader Joe's. Like I said, I love Alba. I love Kwan's. I go to Sangs. I love Hanover.
But also opening up, you can go to the beach.
Yeah.
You're close to Duxbury Beach. You're close to you can hop on Route 3 and you're, much closer.
You're in Boston in 25 minutes.
You can go to Boston or you can go to Cape Cod.
Yeah.
You can go right to the Sagamore Bridge and be happy as a clam. And eat some fried clams.
My mom just texted me, wait, there's an LL Bean in Hanover now? Yes. Mom.
There is.
It opened. I actually went there and I bought Mary's birthday present there.
I cannot wait to wear my LL Bean Sherpa coat this year.
I know. I bought that
So
for Mary
excited.
2 years ago or last year for Christmas. Two Christmases ago. I know. And I feel like everybody has it. I feel like I should get one now. But no, I won't. The LL Bean in Hanover, it does have it in stock. But yeah, no, I love the location. I think that it's so convenient. Like I said, you can jump on the highway. You can get anywhere. Really.
And I do love too. I love the homes in Hanover.
Yeah.
There are a lot of very classic homes. I love the neighborhoods. I love that
Classic New England homes.
100% quintessential New England. Yeah.
Yeah, I know we've been saying there's a ton to do in Hanover and there's a ton of things, ton of restaurants, ton of shops and stuff, but there's also the very quiet pockets,
And I will say this, if I'm not mistaken, Hanover High football team, I think, is undefeated.
Oh, really?
I'm going to look that up right now.
Okay, you do that. We only have about 5 minutes left.
I know that Hanover has a great football team, but I'm pretty sure that they are one of the only teams right now that is still undefeated, but I could be wrong.
You could be wrong. And you know
Football
that
is
because
my
your
life.
son is on the football team at Milton Academy.
That's right.
Yeah, go Howlett. Woo, woo. I always say that when he plays in the NFL one day, I'll be like, I worked with your mother.
let's just get him to college.
Yeah, let's get him
That's
to
what we
college.
got to do right now.
But yeah, I mean, I would say that is probably my favorite thing about Hanover. Are you going to steal my my favorite thing about Hanover, or do you have something else?
I agree with you. I think the same thing. I love its location. I love that it's close to, you can hop on the highway, and you can be in Boston, and you can hop on the highway, and you can be in the Cape Cod. I love that. I love being able to
You can be down the Cape. You can be in Boston.
Yeah.
You can be sort of anywhere. It's
yeah,
like,
I'm telling you, I think it's
a
one of my
central-
biggest
I feel
regrets.
like it's like a central place in South Shore. On the South Shore.
I think it's one of my biggest regrets. I know, Brian, when we first started looking, we looked in Weymouth, Hanover, and we ended up buying in Bridgewater. I say this all the time. I had just had Jake. Brian went, looked at the house, came to where we were at the party, and was like, I just bought a house. Didn't even ask me anything about it.
And here you are, all these years later.
Here we are.
You're still married to
But I
him.
think we would have, Bridgewater was a wonderful place to raise my kids, but I think we would have been just as happy in Hanover.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, I wish Tracy had an opportunity to call in because she's lived in Hanover since 1999. She might have been from Hanover.
Do you think she partied like it's 1999
Probably.
in Hanover?
Who knows? Oh, yeah, probably. We could ask her off air. We only have a couple minutes left, so we can wrap up sort of this discussion.
I know. I
What?
do need to talk too. I have a new listing coming on.
Yeah, well, you have a
Coming
new
soon. It is an old farmhouse antique in Hanson. I currently have the lot behind it. So it's a 3-bedroom antique farmhouse. She needs a little bit of love, but she's got a ton of character. And it is going to be coming on early next week. We had pictures done today. It's got a ton of opportunity. And if there are any horse lovers out there, it's a 3-bedroom house with a barn, attached barn that has tons of potential. You could redo that and do like can I say kick ass?
I don't know, but
Kick
you just
butt?
did.
A kick butt, like beautiful. You could do a family room in there. You could do tons of possibility. And then in the back, there's a converted stable that the prior owner used as like a woodworking shop, but that could easily be converted back. And then
Yeah.
there's a little horse corral in the back.
Nice.
And then there's a retreat lot, which is being listed separately under MLS. So it would be a nice compound for somebody.
Nice. And then you have land as well.
Yep, it's retreat lot behind that.
Yeah. Nice.
Same. So it's 716 High Street in Hanson.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah. That looks great. So your new listing's coming out next week though.
Coming soon
Yeah.
as of tomorrow, and we will be live next week.
Perfect. Nice. I want to wrap up this thing. Any last minute words you want to say about Hanover before you give your contact information out to everybody again?
No, we love Hanover. We just
We
love it.
Hanover. We love.
We're gonna
we love hanging
do
out
another
in
day
Hanover.
trip. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
We got to go to the Grady's and have a day.
yeah.
They like to make a good cocktail and you sit by the
Well,
pool.
Summertime.
Wilson.
Yeah.
Well, not now sitting by the pool, but we can hang out with Edna
Yeah.
in their new kitchen. They can show us their new
I
kitchen.
know. Honey and Edna should be friends.
I
but-
told Sharon, I was like, oh, I gotta get Tracy on the show again because she hasn't been on in a while. But why don't you give all of our listeners your contact information so they can get in touch with you?
My phone number is 617-448-4896. Again, 617-448-4896. My email is kristen@bostonconnect.com. I'm here in the office a lot of the days, so you can stop in if you have any questions, you want to chit chat. And we had the cutest little gentleman come in a couple weeks ago. Donna and I were here, and we ended up helping him with some real estate concerns. But you can always drop in. We have comfy chairs. We have a comfy office. We have a comfy couch downstairs.
We have a comfy couch, and we have a fish tank.
We have a fish tank. We can make coffee, tea, anything.
Coffee, tea, anything.
We are always well stocked.
We are. So we are live every Tuesday night from 6:15 to 7, and we are also live every Saturday morning from 8 to 9. So be sure to tune in this Saturday. I am live with Sharon McNamara, broker owner of Boston Connect Real Estate. Thank you so much, Kristen.
Wait, what's your topic for Saturday?
I'm not sure, and I was hoping you wouldn't ask me.
Oh,
so we don't know yet, but we'll promote it. So be sure to follow Boston Connect Real Estate on social media. If you want to listen to any of our past shows, talkrealestateroundtable.com, or go to your podcast app and type in Talk Real Estate Roundtable. Thanks so much,
Tuesday.
Kristen. Happy Tuesday.
WATD FM Marshfield, WBMS Brockton.